All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take a look at Telcoin here because we've got a lot going on, especially in the macro. We can see that with the latest round of tariffs, the market have completely panicked and it's chaos left, right, and center. Now, Telcoin is not an exception. It's still involved with this market. I mean, even with the global markets also. So yeah, let's see where we are right here. But I think I've got, something that is very important here because we are sitting at a very critical level, something that can change the game here totally for Telcoin, either for the good or for the bad. So let me quickly explain to you what I mean by that. But before we do that, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and of course the X algorithm if you happen to be watching this video on X. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're also new on X, just go ahead and tap that follow button because I want to be doing more of these updates every now and then. So what we are seeing is that Telcoin is actually sitting on a support level. You can see that here we had been residing in this range for 77 days. We found a breakout that was nice, but we have not been able to sustain the previous resistance as support. So you can see that was rejection, but we've gotten also to a low that we were visiting before we had a massive breakout right there, and we can see that this is where we are sitting. So the trade is very simple here. If you happen to set lows compared to something like I would say maybe 0.039 thereabout, that's not looking too good here because you're breaking support here, and there is a very big chance that you are cracking towards the downside once again. But let me show you something that is also very, very positive here that can change again on the same levels that we are just talking about. So we're looking at the whole structure from 2021 here, and we have what we know as a Wyckoff accumulation pattern. And with these Wyckoff accumulation patterns, yes, they take very long, but they are legitimate patterns, right? So what we are seeing is that, yeah, ever since 2021, maybe if we would say that the Wyckoff accumulation pattern began here as the preliminary support until where we are sitting today, we are in there for about 3 years. So that's something that is very much great there. Now the question is, where exactly are we on this Wyckoff accumulation pattern? As you can see on top here, I would just go ahead and say that where we are today here is probably also what we would know as like the sign of strength, right? So basically the price is basically consolidating, getting ready for a strong push towards the upside. Now this will be something that is very much positive. I know that it's very crazy to be mentioning scenarios like these ones when the market is totally bad like it is right now, but again, we also don't have to forget that most of like the big opportunities have been created when there has like been total chaos in the market. I mean, get back to the COVID-19 crash, and you remember that it actually presented the best buying opportunity since 2020. So yeah, yes, the market has actually been down for quite a few days right now. There is a very strong argument that we're already sitting on support here, and we could see the price even going higher. So if I may just quote price targets here, I wouldn't be going for something too crazy, but maybe the 1.61 Fibonacci extension level here, we'll be looking at right around 10-11 cents for Telcoin. So that will be my main price targets if we happen to complete the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. However, just as I said at the beginning of the video, we are sitting at a tipping point where if the price just slumps maybe 10% towards the downside, the whole thing gets obliterated. I'll show you a few examples of how that has happened actually in the past, but I think that to be optimistic and to be on the optimistic side here, we're looking at maybe the price holding that level is support. We're very close to that support level here. Just as I was mentioning, that probably the lowest that you want to get to is somewhere around 0.0039 in terms of dollars, but yeah, we're getting closer to that. However, I was just mentioning that, we don't have to break below this. Let me just quickly explain to you that. So you see, we have got the, top of the range right here. And then we also have got the bottom of the range, which you can see clearly here. Let me just demarcate that nice and easy. But yeah, this is what is making our trading range for the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. Now, back into the trading range is not something that we want to see with this Wyckoff accumulation patterns because we have seen a lot of them fail and just get back to these ranges here only for them to just go ahead and create it towards the downside. So we'd want to have a failed breakout like this one. That would not be too good here for Telcoin, but it's something that we have to watch very much closely. That's why I was saying that you need to give me feedback and try to see if you want this kind of analysis and show you how the chart is actually progressing from here. But other than that, I think the optimistic thing is that within all this chaos that we are seeing with the tariffs and all those things, the bottom actually is being made. But of course, it's never easy to to know that the bottom is in because there's so much fear in the market, right? The only positive indication here I would mention when it comes to that, indicating that there is a bottom, is the fear and greed index, which is right around 24. I mean, this thing can go low, maybe it can go even down to 10.8 and stuff like that. But for now, this is the only thing that is indicating that maybe just maybe the bottom is coming in for Telcoin and crypto in general, right? But if we want to come back to other things here, maybe on the Telcoin price itself, we really don't see much of positive indications. Maybe let me go to the 1 weekly time frame, and yeah, you can see that there's still very much room that the price can go to the downside here. Let's watch this very much closely and see if we're breaking down. We have to take some trades, right? We have to take some short trades if there's an opportunity to do that, because we have to make money one way or the other, right? When the market is going up, when the market is going down, we still have to be able to survive in this kind of market conditions. So if you're interested in these short-term trades and stuff, you can feel free to join the Discord group. You can join via Patreon. The link is going to be somewhere there in the description, or you can just go to my pinned post here on X and you can find the link very much directly there, and it will lead you to the Discord group. There you can be trading with us along with some other Patreon members that we have right there. But I think this is where we are here with Telcoin. Very critical point. I don't know if I was able to really push the message that I wanted here, but because I mean, we are sitting on a massive support, but if the support is to slump maybe 5-10%, that could totally change the whole thing here. So let me give you a few examples of how that has actually happened in the past. I'll give you the example of Vergecoin back in 2020, and we can see that it's also very much looking to what Telcoin has been doing up until this point. So you see the Wyckoff accumulation pattern here. Although this is on a linear scale, it won't probably be as visible as that on the logarithmic scale for the Telcoin price, but you can see it had a failed breakout here, and then obviously once it came back to its support levels here, let me just show you that nice and easy, it broke down, and then that was pretty much it until today. Never been able to recover, right? So Neocoin also had the same thing here, which you can see another Wyckoff accumulation pattern here, breakout, then failed backtest of that whole thing, and then it just created for years to come. So we don't want a scenario like this one here for Telcoin. However, should it come, I think we still want to be able to capitalize on the whole thing, and we actually don't have a choice anyway. So I'm gonna be looking to trade this thing here to the up or to the down, whatever the case may be, because we have to turn out to be winners in this market. So this is where we are right now with the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. This will be the most optimistic and something that I want, I mean, for the sake of everybody, because I know that not everybody is a professional trader who can be coming and shorting the price whenever they like or something like that. But yeah, we've got the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. However, if the whole thing is to lose support, we're looking at a different thing altogether here for Telcoin. So that also puts the Bitcoin analysis into that, because we're seeing that Bitcoin is not particularly strong, right? This is looking like clear rejections and stuff like that. So we need to see a few things change here, and I'm going to be coming here almost every day in this hard time so that we can navigate the market together and see where exactly the chart is. But for Telcoin, I think the bottom line is that here we have got the Wyckoff accumulation pattern here, and we are looking for the price to push up. However, if support is lost, the whole thing literally goes to trash, just as I showed you with those other two examples. So I think my message is clear right now. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I would have to see you on the very next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.